Good morning, Chamber friends. It is Monday, November 16th. I am here with another fabulous member of the week. We're so excited to continue this video series and share with you about our members. And hopefully you are learning some new things and making some new connections along the way. Want to say quickly thank you to our Member of the Week sponsors, MMA Insurance and Siebert Reynolds CPAs. They've been the Member of the Week sponsor for the last couple of years, and we certainly appreciate them and their continued support of the Chamber and of this Member of the Week program. So of course we shifted this year and we can't do Member of the Week in person like we've always done. So we're doing these fabulous video interviews and a great opportunity for us to connect with members. And with me today, I have our Member of the Week, Kirstin Watts, who is with the Center Ice Foundation. And if you are not familiar with this, you are going to be, because she's going to share with us all the great things that they're doing and the fabulous things that they have ahead in the future for this community and for their foundation. So Kirstin, tell us about the Center Ice Foundation and what you guys do.
Great. Thank you so much for having us, and excited to be here. Anytime that I get to talk about what we're doing and about hockey, as a hockey mom, I get super excited. So thanks for the opportunity. The Center Ice Foundation is a Pickerington-based 501c3, and we formed in response to a need for expanded ice access to ice sports in the southern corridor of Central Ohio. So what most people don't know is that there are 12 sheets of ice in Central Ohio, and all of those are located north of Interstate 70. So for kids, in the southern half of the city, hockey is oftentimes a logistically prohibitive sport. In addition to that, there's not enough ice in Columbus for everybody who wants to play. So over 250 players were waitlisted and did not get to play hockey for the 2020-2021 season. So there's absolutely, a demand for additional ice facilities. And while that need is what prompted us, we quickly realized that there's a need to serve the more general athletic population. And so our goal ultimately is to provide a unique destination complex that includes not only a multi-use sports facility, but also health and wellness components, sports medicine, entertainment, hospitality, and that not only serves hockey, but other adjacent sports like curling and lacrosse and fill in the blank. And I'll tell you, we have so many exciting things coming in 2021. So hopefully your members are as excited as we are, and we'll stay tuned.
Awesome. Thank you. So I know, this has been a challenging year for everybody, every business, every foundation, every nonprofit, every organization out there in the universe has been impacted by COVID. What has the Center Ice Foundation done to kind of shift a little bit, but then also be able to continue sharing your brand and bringing awareness to the foundation and your organization?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, like all other organizations, COVID is certainly impacted. I would say probably, the largest way it's impacted our, for lack of a better word, crowdfunding and fundraising strategy. I mean, when people are concerned about the health and well-being of their families, donating to an athletics nonprofit becomes a lesser priority. But it's not all bad. There are a couple of, I think, silver linings that have come from this. First and foremost, I think it's allowed us to pause and be really deliberate in defining our identity and our strategy as an organization. Second, we found other ways to serve the community. And to your point, we've been able to expand our brand. We started this year the first ever Pickerington-based travel hockey team, the Junior Prowlers. And that is the fledgling youth hockey club that'll be based at the Pickerington facility. And then another example, in the height of quarantine, we put together an Xbox, PlayStation virtual NHL tournament. And it was a free event. We didn't raise a penny from it, but we had over 250 kids from all over the world participate. And we were able to connect people and put some good out into the world. Our mission has always been and will always be to leave the sport better than we found it. Our group is made up primarily of hockey moms and dads, and we're all so grateful for the opportunities and the memories that the sport has provided for our children and for our families. And we want to make sure that we're able to provide those opportunities to any child who wants to play. Right now, that means finding ways for us to connect people and bring people together. And, honestly, I'm a big believer that goodness is a boomerang. If you continue to put good out into the world, it comes back to you.
Absolutely. So I always ask everyone this question, and you know, you and I have kind of talked a little bit about this as well, but what makes the Columbus region and Pickerington such a great place to have a business, to raise a family, to just really be involved in? What makes this such a great area?
So, you know, I always share an anecdote about what brought my family to Pickerington. I've lived in Pickerington with the exception of college. I've lived here since 1991. And I was in seventh grade when we moved here. My dad's job brought us here. We moved from Virginia. And the first time I ever came to Columbus was over Thanksgiving break when I was in seventh grade. My dad had moved here ahead of us to start his job. And we were staying the weekend. My sisters and mom and I were staying the weekend at his temporary apartment in Westerville. And we were watching the Macy's parade on TV. And that was the year that the Pickerington band was in the Macy's parade for the first time. And I remember, you know, I asked my dad, Pickerington, that it's in Ohio, is that anywhere near here? And I don't know, let's look it up on the map. That tells you, you know, how long ago that was. And we took a drive out to Pickerington and we moved here so that I could be in the band. And the rest of the story is that in 1995, I was able to be in the Macy's parade with the band. What I've seen Pickerington become, and I say this in conversation often, whether by, by deliberation or default, we've really leaned into our identity as a sports town. I mean, you would be hard pressed to find another community in the United States with as many state championship signs at the town line. So from an athletics perspective, obviously that makes sense. And certainly I have a personal connection to Pickerington and serving the community and wanting to leave the community a better place than I found it. Pragmatically speaking, you know, Pickerington's been a phenomenal partner. You look at the development in Central Ohio, certainly there's a lot of investment being placed into the development of the 33 corridor, the continued development of Fairfield County. Pickerington in particular is undergoing a vision and economic planning process. And we are part of those conversations. And public-private partnerships and recreation are really at the forefront of that strategy, as well as job creation and just general economic development. Specific to us, from the land that Pickerington donated to help make this vision a reality, to the support that we've received from city leadership, I can't say enough how wonderful the mayor and the city manager and economic development and city council, they've all been incredible in terms of graciousness with their time and their support and their willingness to think outside the box, to the excitement and buzz that we hear from the local business community. It made sense for me to come back to Pickerington and plant my roots here. And as a foundation, it makes sense for us to plant our roots here. We are so excited that the stars have aligned as they have, and to be a part of, be it a small part of defining Pickerington's future identity. And again, I'll say it, we have so many exciting things coming in 2021 that I just can't wait to share with the community.
Awesome. So that's a great segue to my last question, of course, and that is, how can people get involved in the Center Ice Foundation?
So there are tons of ways to get involved. If you're looking to be a sideline spectator and just be kept up to date on what's happening with the foundation, our website is www.centericefoundationoh.org. Again, that's centericefoundationoh.org. And we also have a really active social media presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Actually, we're really fortunate. The guy that runs our social media is actually the in-game entertainment for the Columbus Blue Jackets. So he's always posting really funny, witty stuff and the best hockey mom memes ever. If you're looking to volunteer, probably the greatest mentor in my life was Mike Sewell, the director of the Pickerington Band. And his mantra was always, the greatest gift you can give is your time. And so certainly we are always appreciative of folks volunteering. So if you're passionate about seeing a world-class athletic facility come to Pickerington, you can reach out via our website or via social media. There's tons of opportunities to volunteer. And then of course there are opportunities for donations and investments, both at the individual donor and corporate level. You can make a tax deductible donation via our website. We are a 501c3. You can make a donation, you know, if the company you work for participates in company match donations, we're listed in, you know, the donor match registration websites. You can link your Kroger Plus and Amazon Smile accounts to us. And then certainly we welcome the opportunity to have discussions with folks about larger investments and sponsorships and endowments. You know, listen, I've got 4 penalty boxes that would be a great place for law firms to advertise, just saying.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Kirstin, for sharing all of that. Again, the Centerize Foundation, our member of the week for the Pickerington Area Chamber, such a great organization. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the next several years as they continue to fundraise and spread the awareness of the need of a facility in this community, and understanding their passion behind it. It just makes it so motivating for people to get engaged and involved. And they have such a great team, and just excited to see where we go next. So congratulations again on your member of the week. We appreciate you, and certainly wish you all the best as you continue to move forward. And you know, I'm sure we will continue to stay engaged as well, and keep sharing your information as much as we can through the chamber and our different marketing avenues as well. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Just want to say thank you again for watching our Member of the Week program, sponsored by MMA Insurance and Siebert & Reynolds CPAs. We look forward to seeing who's going to be on the docket for next week. But in the meantime, check out all of our videos and make sure to share congratulations. And of course, get involved in the Centerize Foundation, CenterizeFoundationOH.org. Check them out, and let's get involved and have a great rest of your week. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.